Hello and welcome, you join me ADG, and here we are for race 12 of the Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship, brought to us by the Mature Racing Club, and this time round we're at Sainte-Croix, a made up track but nonetheless quite challenging. So it's a long one, it's a 3-minute 40 odd lap time, and yeah, this is race 12 like I've just mentioned as well, so we've not got many races left. We've only got 2 races left after this one to round out the championship of 14 races. So without much further ado, we'll go through the grid order. This is the reverse grid, and we have VLX Chewy in first position in the Lamborghini, Faithful Simo in second in the Nissan GTR, we've got CJW in third in the GTR as well, Rick 33 GTR is in fourth in the Subaru, White Shark Phil is in fifth in the Honda NSX, Ginger Crackhead is in sixth in the Nissan GTR, Street Boy in 7th in the McLaren, Ribber in 8th in the GTR, we've got JRC in 9th in the GTR, Moz is in 10th in the GTR, White Shark Jim is in 11th in the Ford Mustang, and then we have ADG123 right at the back in the Honda NSX. So we will do what we normally do, jump on board with Chewy, our pole sitter, and hit start basically, and get this one underway. So I expect the Subaru of Rick to get a good start. The Subaru's notorious for getting a great start, and there we see it from Rick. Launches it already up into third, side by side with Faithful Simo trying to get second, 3 wide. Chewy caught on the outside. Chewy with not too bad a start, but he's dropped 2 positions. Gets it chucked into the first corner. Ready for the braking for the second one. Everyone coming through quite cleanly behind. Looking back from Rick, we've got CJW. Chewy losing out a little bit, so CJW getting through, and River getting through as well. So Chewy dropping down into 5th. Not the best of starts there for Chewy. So we have Faithful Simo leading the race. Rick in second, CJW in third, River in fourth as they all get heavy on the brakes into the tight right-hander. Ribber not really realising CJW was there by the look of it, so just going into his door at the apex. Manages to just about hold it after a little bit of contact and keeps third position, takes off CJW. A little bit further back we've got JRC, Ginger Crackhead. There's a bit of an incident as we come through one of these corners, so we'll catch that in a second on the first lap. Got ADG, that's me, up into 10th. And I'm going round the outside of Ginger Crackhead, just giving me a little bit of room to be able to do that. As he had a little bit of a moment side by side with Moz and a little bit of contact. Chewy dropping another place in front. So Chewy down into 6th as JRC manages to get past in the Nissan GTR. Further ahead we've got Rick and CJW and Ribber all pretty close together, challenging for third position. CJW, oh, just got his line wrong into there, has to go defensive. JRC on the exit, gets the run on him. CJW just carrying the wrong line into there, losing all the speed out on the exit, so no surprise JRC got a good run there. Managed to make it work on this opening lap. Oh, Chewy just sends it down the inside, so Chewy just dives for 5th position and gets it done with a tiny touch of contact along the way. Unfortunately, CJW hit the barriers, so that allows Moz to come through as well. It's all kicking off in the midfield. We've got Phil battling away still behind as well. It's all going on. And now side by side, NSX versus NSX. White Shark Jim, Ginger Crackhead are side by side behind as well. So I believe in a second this is where the big incident happened, and we'll try and catch it. So we've got 3 wide with me, White Shark Jim and Ginger Crackhead all going around that corner together, keeping it pretty close though, and neat and tidy at the same time. Let's go on board with CJW. So we're still on the first lap, coming towards the end of it now. I could be wrong with the incident. I thought it happened on lap 1, it might have been lap 2. Oh, CJW is getting the line wrong. Ends up on the grass a little bit, so that sees White Shark Phil and Jim dive through. Up into 7th and 8th. Oh, here it is, yep, it is on the first lap. So here we go, absolute chaos. CJW with nowhere to go. We'll go back and have a look at that. Where are we? Let's go a bit further down. Rick was involved in that, so let's go back a bit further, give it some context. So on board with Rick, we see Ribber and Faithless Emo in front, taking completely alternative lines. Ribber gets it wide, hits the barrier, Rick hits the barrier, and then JRC comes in behind and hits the barrier as well. That kicks off absolutely everything going on behind. So we'll look at it again from someone else's perspective. We'll look at it from mine actually, because I got caught out in that. Ginger Crackhead and myself were battling at this point, side by side. So it all kicks off in front of us. CJW has nowhere to go. White Shark Jim gets caught up in it as well, in the Ford Mustang in front. Me and Ginger Crackhead just having a genuine battle through that corner, and then it all just kicks off, absolutely nowhere to go. I try and avoid JRC, which has just been caught out, and it all kicks off. I hit Ginger Crackhead, so we'll watch it one more time from Ginger Crackhead's perspective. It all kicks off. I try and go to the side. I just hit JRC, which smacks me well and truly into the side of Ginger Crackhead, stops him completely. I have a massive spin, CJW gets going again, and that's pretty much that. So it was a massive incident, especially in the future, and that's taken a lot of guys out and hindered their races. Some people picking up damage as well, even though the damage repairs after a number of seconds. I don't know how long it takes, but 15 seconds or so I think it repairs. But if you get engine damage, obviously it takes quite a long time for that to repair, and you're losing time that whole time. So JRC down the inside on CJW there, bit of a late dive, but he got it done. And it was a nice move in the end, caught CJW out a little bit by the look of it, wasn't expecting that one. But yeah, good stuff apart from that big incident. That has spread the field out massively now. So if we look further ahead, we've got Ribber, the first guy that actually hit the wall before everyone else. White Shark Jim managed to get through somehow. I don't know how he managed it, but he managed to get through the chaos as well. So Ribber and White Shark Jim have come through that incident unscathed really, and they're in 4th and 5th. And then further forward we still have Faithless Emo leading the race. We'll skip up the camera angles now. Faithless Emo leading the race to Moz, and then Chewy is right on the bumper of Moz. So this is what's going on at the front after that dramatic incident towards the back. So Rubber, are we going to call him then? Not Rubber, but Ribber is now up into 4th. So like I say, he actually got away quite lightly to say he hit the barrier as well, but he didn't get caught up in the incident after that, which was the main thing really. Just one of those things though, racing incident. Ghosting system on the Gran Turismo isn't brilliant. So yeah, caught everyone out. Street Boy managed to get through as well, so he's in 6th. I don't think he was involved whatsoever, in fact. I don't think he had to get through. ADG in 7th now. JRC in 8th. CJW in 9th. These guys are always racing together. Each and every week they seem to be pretty close on track together. CJW and JRC. Phil in the Honda NSX in 10th. Ginger Crackhead in 11th, as we saw him get caught up in that. Rick in 12th, so Rick unfortunately dropping right to the back after that as well. So keep an eye on the action, the interest of the racing. CJW challenging hard, both in the Nissan GTR. Going down the inside of JRC. Heavy on the brakes into here. Tightens up quite a lot on the exit. There's this corner, so you've got to make sure you don't run it too fast into that. CJW going a little bit deep and running it wide on the exit, but he's managed to carry enough speed and momentum to stick it into 8th place ahead of JRC once again. coming towards the end of lap 2. Good racing from these guys though. Again, same as very similar to the 11th race around Goodwood. These tracks aren't necessarily used that often, so not everyone's that familiar with them. Some people have a bit of an advantage because they're used to it for whatever reason, or they might have raced around it recently. But for quite a few of the guys, these tracks are quite the challenge to get used to and learn. So JRC getting past CJW once again. But yeah, with it being over a 3-minute 40 lap time, it's quite the track to remember. And some of the corners are quite tricky as well. They look similar to one another, so it's quite easy to make a mistake in regards to where you brake and all that kind of stuff. Get confused quite easily. I personally end up looking at the mini-map at the top right quite a lot, just to remind myself what's coming. So jumping a bit further ahead again, we've got White Shark Jim, Chewy and River. Chewy dropping back a little bit. He was in 3rd position. Street Boy doing a great job in the McLaren, now up into 3rd. Faithless Emo has lost the lead now to Moz, so it's all mixed up in the front here compared to what it was last time we checked. Moz in 1st, Faithless in 2nd, Street Boy in 3rd, River in 4th, Chewy in 5th and White Shark Jim in 6th. Looks like it's just dropping off the back of River a little bit, as River is now well and truly pressuring the back of Street Boy. Side by side, but Street Boy's got the track position. Oh, River just about getting it done. Just pulling ahead of Street Boy before getting turned in properly into that corner. That was a really, really brave move there from River, and that could have backfired massively. Street Boy, I dare say, probably will have allowed that to happen. He's a good racer, seems plenty aware of what's going on when I've been anywhere near him on track, and yeah, Street Boy really fair with that one, and possibly let River get away with that a little bit easier than he should have done, but because of that incident free going into that, so it's good to see. Chewy's now got past Street Boy, so Street Boy's just come from 3rd to 5th. Not the best part of the 3rd lap there for Street Boy, but let's see what he can do. We've got White Shark Jim behind him now. Oh, we've got a challenge for 2nd position. Rivers going for it on Faithless Emo, side by side, both in the Nissan GTR. No setup in these in this championship, so the cars are exactly the same. You can change the brake balance and you can run traction control if you want, and that's about it. Unless you want all the stability control and everything on, but we are in the Fusion, so I doubt there's anyone in this league that's using any of that. Oh, Chewy making it 3 wide through there, but a risky business, and ends up going over the grass a little bit, but it does work out for him. Chewy up into 3rd. This is brilliant stuff. Absolutely great racing at the front. Street Boy back up to 4th, and Faithless Emo dropped down into 5th now. Really good stuff. Everyone battling really hard to keep the... Oh, River with a big mistake there. Comes back on the track a bit wild there, but just gathers it up. Just about keeps it going, and VLX Chewy gets up into 2nd in the McLaren, sorry, the Lamborghini. Watching the McLaren of Street Boy, trying to get past River now. Down the inside, Street Boy's got the line. Takes it into T1. We're on the lap of on the start of lap 4 now. This is absolutely brilliant stuff to watch. Really, really good close stuff. River now gets a run on the exit, so River just pulls ahead of Street Boy down the straight. But it's anyone's into this next corner. Quite a long straight is this, sir. River down the inside, holding that inside position. Jim's getting involved now in the Ford Mustang as well, so runs it side by side on the exit with Street Boy. Street Boy down the inside on Jim. Can he hold it? Yep. Meanwhile, Faithful Seamer's looking to get back into this one. He was in first place at the beginning of this race, dropping into fifth. He won't be happy with that. He'll be wanting to claw his way back up. Street Boy down into sixth now, so Faithful Seamer has just made a position up into fifth. Oh, this is good stuff. I'm loving it. Obviously, I wasn't involved in this, so I didn't see any of this as it was happening actually whilst we were racing. So let's check in on Muzz. Muzz has just managed to get away with a nice gap now. All this battling going on behind for the next spots are slowing the guys down, as entertaining as it is, but brilliant stuff to watch. But yeah, Muzz has just gained such an advantage because of all that, and he's now pulled a nice gap in first. So skipping back through, we'll have a look at everyone else, see what else is going on, and then we'll skip back to that. Keep an eye on it. So JRC in 7th, White Shark Phil in 8th. Not much of a gap between them, so White Shark Phil's got the chance to try and close in the gap in the slipstream. CJW in 9th, got ADG 123 in 10th, Ginger Crackhead in 11th, and then Rick in 12th. So let's go back up to Chewy, see how he's doing. So he's still leading away from River. He's pulled a nice little gap as well now, Chewy, so he doesn't need to worry too much into the corners. Jim now up into 4th, so just staying at the back of that battle. He was in 6th the whole time whilst all that action was going on in front of him, and it's paid off in the end, because a few little incidents here and there, a couple of side-by-side moments, and he's made up 2 positions from it. So good patient driving there from Jim, and it's worked out in the end. Probably managed to save his tyres a little bit because of just sitting there in 6th as well and just chasing the pack in front. So he's now in a good position. Gaps have opened up a little bit now, not quite as close as they were a lap ago, but still all to play for. We're bang on the 15-minute marker now, so halfway through the race. Everyone will be looking towards the pit stops now as we see White Shark Jim diving in straight away as I say that. Ribber, Chewy and Moz have all gone for another lap. Same as Faithful Seymour, he's decided that his tyres are fine. White Shark Phil deciding the same. But most guys diving in at the halfway marker in this race. JRC rejoins the track in 8th position. Street Boy down into 7th now. So the guys in the top 6 positions now are the guys that haven't pitted. And from 7 down are all the guys that have just pitted. So we have a little bit of a battle now between Ginger Crackhead and JRC, so a bit more entertainment a bit further back to watch. CJW and myself as well, pretty close together. Don't remember a lot happening between us two though, we're just chasing CJW the best I could. So JRC and Ginger Crackhead. JRC taking 8th position at the moment. Ginger Crackhead looking for it though. There's been some good entertainment in this one. Possibly not the results that some of the guys were after, and a track that's better off forgotten for some of us, but we still had a good little race, if nothing else, even though the positions might not be in there. So dropping back in on Street Boy, looks like he's on his own now a little bit. He's in 7th. White Shark's still in 6th, but he's still chasing down Jim in front. In 4th we have Faithful Seymour. I'm expecting these guys to pit towards the end of this lap. Well, not towards the end, where the pits actually happen to be at the end of this lap. Chewy has now got River in front of him. but he's incredibly close. Doing a grand old job in the Lamborghini, it has to be said, is Chewy this season. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but he seems to do a good job in it, week on week. Will he have the chance now? Long straight is this one. Yeah, one hell of a slipstream. Got the pace, but he can't quite pull can't quite pull to the side and actually get the opportunity done, really. So just has to sit behind for another corner and wait for the next straight now. Plenty of long straights on this track to get the overtakes done though. There's more or less, there's 4 like longish and 2 long straights on this one. No, there's 4 altogether. 2 of them are quite long and 2 of them are just your normal length straight, really. So Chewy having a really good battle with Ribber, gets back through up into second with a great overtake. Good stuff. I don't really want to tear my eyes away from it, but for the interest of everyone else and seeing what's going on, let's have a look. Simo just on his own now, big gap in front of him, big gap behind. Similarly for Jim, I can't say that word sometimes. Phil in 6th. He's got a battle going on with Street Boy. Faithful Simo in the pits this time. So some of the top guys, Moz, Chewy, Ribber, still yet to pit. Jim as well. White Shark Phil, I don't think has pitted either. So there we see Faithful Simo coming out of the pits. He's got some fresh rubber on, but he's dropped into 7th. Street Boy and White Shark Phil gaining a position from that. Okay, it's good battling going on. Street Boy side by side with Phil. Just managed to edge ahead in the McLaren compared to the NSX. Surprise, surprise, the NSX doesn't really have much going for it these days. Hence why I regret it so much for a car choice this season. So Street Boy getting the job done in the end and pulls a couple of car lengths gap as well whilst he's done that. So good work there from Street Boy, gets himself up into 5th. Faithful Simo not far off the back of this battle as well, so they'll be looking to get involved soon. JRC leading away from CJW and myself. Pretty close together as CJW just goes a little bit wide on the exit there. Side by side now, not quite. CJW not defending the corner, giving me the chance to have a look, but didn't quite manage to carry the mid-corner speed to get the job done. Not a lot going on at the back, unfortunately. So we'll skip a bit further ahead again. Street Boy's got that job well and truly done now over White Shark Phil. Nothing to worry about for the time being. So Chewy is back up into 2nd, and still got heavy pressure on there from behind, from Ribber. Good racing between these two, good close stuff. Moz meanwhile in 1st position. We'll drop back in on him. We're 20 minutes into this race, 21 minutes into this race now, so not long to go, less than 10 minutes to go, and Moz has got a really nice healthy lead, so doing a great job in this one. Sounded awesome there. As the 2 cars were very close together down the straight as they go past the camera. Oh, Chewy just getting a run on the exit. Oh, sorry, skipped to the wrong guy then. Chewy just getting a little bit wild on the exit. Got onto the grass a little bit, and of course once you're on the grass you've got no chance of just planting your foot and getting the power down, so he has to lift out, gather it all up and then get back on it. So drops into 3rd because of that small little mistake, but cost him. White Shark Jim still got quite a gap to close in ahead, so it doesn't really make anything of Chewy's mistake there. Street Boy doing a grand old job since he's got past Faithful Simo and Phil, sorry, not Faithful Simo came out of the pits behind these guys. Yeah, good stuff going on. Let's see what's happening between me and CJW. Still pretty close between us two. Yeah, not a lot of overtakes going on, but good close racing going on all the same. Oh, got Faithful Simo making them moves. So Faithful Simo up into 6th. He's just about managed to get past White Shark Phil, heading down the long straight now. He's got the straight line speed. I fear it will be the GTR over the NSX. And Faithful Simo should get the job done into the braking zone. Still not ahead enough though. So when he tried pulling ahead there to defend, he was actually still side by side there, a little bit of a door rubbing. So the GTR not massively outperforming the NSX there, as I would expect. But he does get the job done, and Faithful Simo gets himself up into 6th. Good job. JRC having a bit of a lonely race at the moment, in 8th. Meanwhile, we still have the battle of CJW and ADG going on for 9th position. Been pretty good between us two. I was following him for that long, I got a bit bored in the end. I think I made a mistake as well somewhere along the way. Oh, there we go, there it is. Massive mistake as I go off over the gravel and just completely drop off the back of CJW because of that. So that's that race over between us two. So let's skip a bit further forward. How's it going between River and Chewy? It's still incredibly close, like it has been the full race for 25 minutes now. So the question is, can Chewy hold him off for the remainder of this race and keep that 2nd position? Won't be the end of the world in my eyes personally if on a track like this, if you manage to drop down and still get 3rd position. Won't be the end of the world, but obviously sitting in 2nd position you want to try and hold it. So the GTR looks like it's just got the speed over the Lamborghini, but only right at the end of the straight, so it's no major advantage, and it doesn't mean that he's really got the chance to dive down the inside on the brakes either. So looks like he closes up basically down the straight, but doesn't quite get close enough to have a chance. So very evenly matched cars for straight line speed by the look of it. Chewy just needs to keep it clean now. We've already seen him make a little mistake and drop back, but he's managed to get himself back up into 2nd after that, and he just needs to keep it going, keep his head down, concentrate. Coming through the last corner, horrible corner in my opinion, absolutely terrible corner to put on a track, but there you go. Jim having a grand old race in 4th. Oh, what's that in the background? Faithful Simo. Faithful Simo's got it wrong coming through the last corner, and he has to cover it all up. He's dropping positions there. So we've got White Shark Phil and JRC making the most of that one. So they're now up into 6th and 7th as Faithful Simo's just dropped 2 positions after that mistake. Not his finest moment, one to forget. Like I just mentioned though, that last corner's horrible, so Faithful Simo proving me right. JRC is battling hard towards the end of this race now to get on the back of Phil and try and gain an extra position towards the end of this one. Doing a good job of it as well. He's catching him up quickly and he's now side by side. Oh, good move there from JRC, just held the line down the inside. It's a tricky old corner that as well. It's a pretty fast entry and then it tightens up on the for a second apex almost. And JRC showing us how it's done there. Great move to get up into 6th past Phil. Made it look easy. What else have we got going on? Oh, Chewy now is joined by White Shark Jim. So this is all closing up towards the end. These guys at the front are still yet to pit, so they're not going to pit now. They're obviously on worn tyres there, and they're struggling a little bit more as we get towards the half-an-hour marker. So that brings Jim right into this one. I guess these guys have probably been battling a little bit as well that we've just missed as we've been skipping through the field, which has brought Jim into it a little bit more as well. But yeah, he's got a good opportunity now as Jim to get himself on the podium. Goes down the inside of Chewy as well, sends it. Oh, it's a good corner to overtake on, and he's got the job done. A little bit of contact, he sent Chewy with not a lot of room on the exit, but one or the other. It wasn't heavy contact if it was. But great move there from Jim. Chewy loses out. Back marker of Rick now getting overtaken. So Rick's had a bit of a bad race to be that far back, unfortunately. So River coming through in 2nd, Jim now in 3rd. But we've still got Chewy there, ignoring the back marker, battling away for 4th as well. In 4th, sorry, battling away for 3rd. Jim looks really hot towards the end of this race now. Can he actually get past River and get 2nd place? He's looking pretty feisty. He's putting the pressure on. He's got the inside as well. Ooh. Tricky corner to get through that one. That's the one that kept. Oh no, this is the one that keeps catching me out. This one here, where it tightens up. This one was fine. It was just that little corner. It's not much of a corner whatsoever, but it kept catching me out. Oh, Chewy taking an alternative line, trying to carry as much speed into the corner as possible as the other guys go a little bit defensive against each other. So last lap. So Mozza's finished in 1st. Let's see who's going to come over the line. Good, congratulations to Moz for that win. River in 2nd, Chewy in 3rd, and then just stole it back off White Shark Jim. So a brilliant finish between those guys. Congratulations to Chewy for that. I cannot get my words out. Street Boy finishes in 5th. Really good result in the end for Street Boy. JRC in 6th. White Shark Jim, Phil, sorry, in 7th. CJW running it side by side in the end with Faithful Seymour, finishes in 8th. Faithful Seymour in 9th. ADG brings it home in 10th. Ginger Kraken in 11th, and then we had Rick in 12th, and that rounds out that one. So I hopefully, God, I really can't get my words out now. I've been talking too much. It's still Sunday morning as well. Hopefully you've enjoyed that and you found that entertaining. I certainly enjoyed that one. It was one that was good to watch back and good to commentate on. So thank you very much to the drivers that took part. If you watch this, credit to yourselves. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, that like button if you enjoyed it. And I will see you again soon. Feel free to share it and do all that other good stuff as well. I always forget to say. So yeah, take care. Thanks for joining me. See you again for race 13 and 14 next week. Bye for now. Stay safe.